Hey guys, today we are starting a brand new unit. It's quadratics. So for your student activity, all you had to do was go ahead and give me definitions of a bunch of different words that pertain to quadratics. So you're supposed to give me mathematical definitions. For your extension assignment, we are going a little bit into what quadratics are. And so I gave you right here the equation of a quadratic. We have ax squared plus bx plus c, okay? And so in your extension assignment, I want you to tell me what a is equal to, what b is equal to, what c is equal to, and what ac is equal to, okay? And this is really simple. If you use this formula right here to identify what a, b, and c are, you can go ahead and fill out all of this information, okay? So for example, I'm going to do a couple examples with you. We have 4x squared plus 4x minus 24. A is in front of the x squared, so 4 is going to be my A, okay? B is always in front of the x. It's the coefficient of my x, so 4 is also going to be my B. Pick yellow. C is the constant, or the number without a variable. So in this case, you see it's a plus C. I'm going to take the sign, which is negative 24. Now my AC is going to be my A times my C, okay? So it's going to be A times C, and so I'll have 4 times negative 24, and that's going to give me negative 96, okay? And I'm done. That's it. That's my A, my B, my C, and my AC. And this information is going to be important for later things that we do. But for right now, all we're doing is identifying what A is, what B is, what C is, and what AC is, okay? We're going to go ahead and look at a couple more examples here. So for A, again, the formula is ax squared plus bx plus c, okay? So the A is always what's in front of the 2. I'm sorry, in front of the x squared. I got ahead of myself. So in A is equal to 2. B, that's going to be what's in front of the x. Now notice it's a negative. It's a minus 11, so I have to make sure to put that minus 11. And then I have C. C is going to be the number without a variable. In this case is 14, so 14. And then my AC is going to be 2 times 14, which gives me 28. Okay, go ahead and do B. B, I have x squared plus 2x minus 63. So I have A, B, C, and AC. So I don't have a number that's right here in front of the x squared, but I know because it exists, that has to be a 1. So this is going to be a 1. I have this 2 in front of the x, and I have a negative 63 in front of my c. And so I'm going to have 1 times negative 63 because it's my A times my c. And that's going to give me negative 63. All right, we'll do c here. We have x squared minus 16x plus 48. Again, going through the same steps. We have, I'll use a different color this time so that way it separates itself a little bit. We have what's right here in front of the x squared. We don't have a number here, but we know if the x squared is there, that it's got to be 1. So A is going to be 1. I have a minus 16, so I'm going to have a minus 16 in front of the B because that's what's in front of my x. And then I have a plus 48, so 48 is going to be my C. And I'm going to do A times C, so that's going to be 1 times 48, which is going to equal 48. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to N. All right, N is going to be, what's my A, what's my B, what's my C, and what's my AC. Okay, so I have 2x squared plus 9x. So in this case, my A is going to be 2 because that's what's in front of my x squared, so 2. I have 9 in front of my x, so that's going to be my B. Now here I don't have a constant. If the constant is not there, I assume that this is the same thing as saying 2x squared plus 9x plus 0. Okay? So that means that my C is going to be 0. And so I'm going to do 2 times 0, which is going to be 0. All right. This next one's going to be a little bit tricky, so make sure to pay attention to this one. We have O, so we have 3x squared equals 6x. In this case, our formula says that ax squared plus bx plus c, they all have to be on the same side. So we need to move that 6x. So we're just going to subtract that 6x from both sides. So that way this cancels out. And we end up with 3x squared minus 6x equals 0. Okay? So what we're going to do here is it's the same kind of thing that we had just talked about before with the 2x squared plus 9x. We don't have a constant, so we know automatically then if I don't have a constant, which means a number without a variable, then my c is going to be 0, okay? My a is going to be 3, and my b is going to be negative 6. Now, the important reason as to why I had to move that 6 is if I didn't move it, I would have made that b positive 6, and it's not positive 6, it's negative 6, and that's two different numbers. You'd rather have $6 in your pocket than owe somebody $6, right? So we got 3 times 0 is 0. And then last but not least, we're going to have p. And this is the same idea that we just had right here at the one above. We need to move one of these to the other side. We can move the 12x or the negative 8x squared. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just move the negative 8x squared because I like everything on the left. But you could have moved the 12x if you wanted to. So I'm going to add 8x squared to both sides. And that's going to give me 8x squared plus 12x equals 0. Okay? Now, because I did that, my A, my B, my C, and my AC are going to be different than if I had just said that A is going to be negative 8, because that's what's in front of the x squared. Because I moved it, I now know it's going to be positive. So I have 8. And my B is going to be positive 12. My C is just like with the other two problems. It's going to be 0 because I don't have it. There's not a constant here. There's not a number without a variable. And so AC is going to be 8 times 0, which will be 0. Okay? So that's all you're doing for the extension assignment is you're going ahead and you're just telling me what the A, the B, the C, and the AC really are. Because it's going to be important for future lessons to understand how to find this information. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, okay?